Yo, what up everybody, this your boy Nem, aka The Living Tribunal, and right now I want to bring you my very first Q&A, and I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart because I got over 50 responses on this. For a small size YouTuber like me, that is outstanding, and I just want to thank you guys for all your support watching my videos over this last year. It has been an amazing ride, and I want to continue to do this for you as long as I can. A lot of people asking me why I started YouTube, so I'm gonna answer all that in one fell swoop. So without further ado, here we go. Here's the very first question from Ryude22. What got you started on your nerd collection? Oh, very good question. You know, I really like anything that's dealing with comic books or video games. I enjoy it. So what better way to remember those experiences than to collect the things that remind you of what you did when you were doing what you were doing. So that's why I started collecting like little figurines and little doodads and here's another question from Chief. How did you start liking gaming a lot? I think everybody likes gaming a lot if you're in this community. I especially like gaming a lot because it's something that I can do in my free time and nobody can bother me. Here's a question from DeBoy287. What's your favorite video game console as a kid? Sega Genesis. If you have not experienced the splendor that is Sega Genesis, then you are truly missing out on the 3-button configuration. The select start Sega right Genesis is where it was and where it shall be. Sega Genesis all day long, straight up. Charger TK, and I got this question a lot, so I'm going to answer all of those questions on this one. Why did you start your YouTube channel? It's fun, man. I mean, now it's like an addiction. I mean, I put up a video and I'm interacting with the people who watch my video and they're seeing what I'm thinking, and it's just so crazy. I love YouTube. I hope it never goes away, and I'm going to continue to do this for as long as I can. So question from Ernest. Do you even Doritos? I mean, every time I go to Taco Bell, I get the Doritos Locos Nachos Cool Ranch style. What I really do though is Cape Cod potato chips. If you haven't had those, you're missing out. Question from Tony Gaming. Is this going to be answered? Question from Mr. Guava Time. How long does it take to make your raps? It really all depends on the rap songs. If I'm going to do like a video game rap, like the Watch Dogs I did, that Watch Dogs rap took me about a day just to write the lyrics. It really only takes me about an hour to record because I'm kind of versed in the programs that I use. But for example, if I'm doing a Week of the Geek, it takes me a long time, maybe 6 to 7 hours, to find a very good and entertaining story to make into a rap. But once I find the stories and I try to compile the lyrics together, the lyrics take me about 2 to 3 hours to get all the lyrics in place to where I want them and how I want them to sound and how I want them to flow. So yeah, 2 to 3 hours on a Week of the Geek, and about a day on a video game rap. So I hope that answers your question. Question from Numbers. How many hats do you own and how much do you think it would cost if you sell them all? Guess I own some hats. I mean, I didn't think I owned a lot of hats. This is maybe 25% of the hat, 25% of the hats that I own, but you know, people don't really buy hats, so I wouldn't make any money. Question from Tyson Coates. Who is your favorite rapper of the current generation? I don't have one because I don't listen to rap of this current generation. The only reason I would ever listen to a rap song from this current generation is if someone asked me to do a parody of a rap song from this current generation. Question from Barrick. How long you been rapping for? I've been rapping for a long time. I've been rapping for about 15 years. Question from Ho Carl Barker. Who is your inspiration / hero? You are. Question from James Mofo 1612. If you won the lottery, what's the first thing you would do with that money? Well, I would pay off this house because it's ridiculously expensive. Second thing I would do is I would buy all kinds of filming equipment because the stuff I have now is kind of hand-me-down stuff or stuff that I've collected over the years. And then the third thing I would do is I would buy your mom's job so I could fire your mom. Here's a question from Radical Gamer. What put you on to doing YouTube, and early on did you have any mentors? Well, everybody knows that I started YouTube because of CosDef. He's the dude that introduced me to it when we were working together. The second guy that kind of really put me on to doing more things is Dead Rebel. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but he is the curator, if you will, of Game Minds channel. Here's a question from Daraj. If you could have one superpower, what would it be? To read your mind. Here's a question from Jonathan Diaz. Hey Nem, where your keys at? If I knew that, I would not be still in my room. You know, I can only redecorate this place so many times. Here's a question from King Koopa. What's your favorite gaming franchise? And I know this is going to sound cliche, but Grand Theft Auto. I've loved Grand Theft Auto ever since the third one came out. An open world sandbox concept, to me, that is just ultimate freedom. And I hope that they continue to make more games. Here's a question from Joel Lims. I have seen how much cool shit is in your room from the webcam. Can we have a small NemRaps exclusive tour of your room? But of course. Yeah, I mean, I was going to do one anyway, but I'm glad you asked the question. That means that people are actually interested in seeing some of the things that I have accumulated over the years. So therefore, yes, I will do a tour very soon. Here's a question from Christmas Concords. What age did you start gaming? What age did I start gaming? 3. And here's a question from Gamer Claus. Do you think I can rap? No. And can you teach me how to rap? No. Here's a question from Single Vader. He asked, if Suge Knight is Dr. Doom, who is Reed Richards? Vanilla Ice. Here's a question from Alvaro Grajeda. How many subs did you have when you started YouTube? 0. Here's a question from Connor. What is your favorite video game from your childhood? A lot of people don't know about this game on the original NES, Solomon's Key. Dude, when I tell you that this is one of the hardest games you ever played in your life, it's not an understatement. This game ruined my childhood because I spent hours and hours and days trying to figure out how to beat the stages. But it was my favorite, so I kept playing it. Here's a question from Samuel Lewis White. Do you create your own instrumentals for your raps? Yes. Here's a question from Jeremiah. Is your name actually Nem? No, my name's Tony. Okay, so guys, I hope that answers a lot of your questions. Right now, I want to go ahead and let you guys know who won the contest. I went to a random hashtag generator looker-upper website-y thing, and the name that popped up first was Samuel Lewis White. So you are the winner of the contest. Here is your Pop Games Ezio figurine from Assassin's Creed 2. Go ahead and pop that up there. There we go. This is going to be all yours. All I need you to do is get on the Twitter and DM me your address so I can send it to you. And I hope you enjoy it, guy. I'm going to be doing giveaways on every Q&A, so I hope you guys stay tuned to this channel. And I'm not gonna hold you up anymore. I gotta do something myself, so holler back at your boy. Peace.